Does feel a bit odd. Like, I really want to get the flooring done. But also, I mean, I really do need to... Oh, god damn it. At least it's got low gravity. I always love me a low gravity planet. Like, I gotta do this. I gotta do this before... Because it is just a time limit. I probably, honestly, this is gonna be the last thing. This is gonna be the last thing, but it's like, yeah, I should probably just not be doing this right now. I do need to get... Sorry, again, Huey Leone, check him out on Twitch. I don't know if he does music, or did music. I don't know where he's most active, but... I don't know. I know he's on SoundCloud. I know that much. You know, I do want to, like, say genuinely, because in the last episode I was like, I gotta give him crap for not doing any fur. And I mean, like, in all fairness, like, it's not like the team that's making them. It's the team that, like, the team making the creature and the team that makes the fur for the creatures, or the fur tech for the creatures, like, they are two different groups. Theoretically, they should be. And like, yeah, that's... At least that's how it would be in Star Citizen. And, yeah, like, one thing that Star Citizen does definitely better than Starfield is furry creatures. And, like, my god, I mean, I'm, like, in Elder Scrolls... I'm in Elder Scrolls 6. I almost would not be surprised if it's like, oh, we don't have any Khajiits, we don't have any creatures with fur, because, like, we cannot... Because this is, like, a huge... Oh. That's kind of cool. Also, I'm like, it's 2 o'clock now, and I'm running the AC. Because our, like, electric bill or whatever, like, electric prices spike at 3, and I'm like, I need to take advantage of that fact. I think, like, my understanding, in all fairness, is that, you know, also I am really just running around super wild. You know what'd be really helpful, actually, with the trait thing? Is, like, the ecological thing could absolutely be, whatever trait I found. It'd be nice if instead of unexplored ecological thing, it just said, hey, this is, you know, the psychedelic thing or whatever. Because I'm guessing it's a psychedelic forest, mushroom forest thing. But yeah, I could 100% see Elder Scrolls 6, like, just not having Khajiits legitimately because they cannot get industry standard fur textures. And, like, they cannot have a game with, you know, sub-industry standard things. They cannot have an Elder Scrolls game that doesn't have industry standard tech in it. That would be a very bad look for Bethesda. But I think it would also be a much worse look if they just didn't do it. And like, yeah. But, you know, I mean, they didn't do it here. And I mean, I'm sure that there will be either an update to start... If they do have the fluffies, I am sure that we're going to be looking at an update or a DLC that includes furry aliens. I guess I do kind of wish that that some of them were more Earth-like. Because, like, I mean, you have these crocodile things, right? But then they just have 6 eyes, and it's like, why? 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 That seems like a very odd thing, right? Also, I was wrong. It was not the mushroom thing. It was just good for me. Alright, we gotta find Neon. This is going much smoother. Oh my god, sorry, I'm just also realizing oh, another thing that I need to be called out on is that my soda consumption as of late has been terrible. Has been over-consumptive. My thought is that on stream days... Alright, so in a 12-pack, there's going to be an assumption of 1 soda a day, okay? Okay? And then on stream days, just 4 days, you know, I have 2 for stream. 2 all day, and those 2 are for stream. And ideally I have, you know, in a 12-pack, then I would be consuming 11 a week. And I have a +1 wild card to throw around, and I gotta tell you, I have not been doing that. It's reached 4 some days, mostly on stream days. But if I'm honest, it's been more than that, and it's like, it's more a matter of self-control. I don't like... I mean, there are like some health risks, I guess, right? And it was like, it's a thing. I also think that I have legitimately like numbed my ability, I have a tolerance to caffeine now, so like caffeine just doesn't do it anymore. It doesn't do the thing it's supposed to do, and that's not good. You know, also, honestly, I'm just thinking about like places I would want to live, and you know, like someplace like that also probably wouldn't be too bad. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I think I was gonna mention that I'm making a jacket, and I can do that. Yeah. Sorry, yeah. Jacket. It's... Alright, so it's a bomber jacket. My mom got some patterns and accidentally got, like, I'm a large. So, but she got, like, XL, XXL, and XXXL accidentally. But I do kind of want an oversized jacket. I do want there to be a lining, but I saw my mom make a lining, and I'm like, I mean, this isn't, like, super hard, it's not necessarily super difficult, but, like, I don't want to do that. So, like, a removable lining, which would just be to put a zipper in, and I like, that seems like it would be way more doable. And, like, the thing is that... Alright, so what I want is a hooded bomber jacket with, like, 6 pockets. Well, 8 pockets. Ideally, literally, fucking the hand pockets. 4 pouch style pockets, you know, and like 2 on the breast, 2 on the stomach, and then, you know, 2 hand pockets underneath those, and then 2 internal pockets. Sorry, I'm also just thinking about, like... I mean, for one thing, yes. And honestly, like, I don't know what the thread... I don't know what the thread would look like, or how, like, exposed the thread would be. Honestly, I don't care about that. I don't care about that. But what I do care about is just having the storage more than anything. And honestly, if it's like exposed stitching, I mean, that just sounds more like, I don't want to say rough. I don't know if rough's the word I'm going for, but like, I don't know if rugged is also the word I'm looking for, but like, I am fine with exposed stitching. That is fine, whatever. I want to have rivets, decorative rivets, which could also be structural in terms of like fastening some of the pockets together. That could totally be a thing too. Ooh. Okay, yes, it could be, but also, now that I'm thinking about it, yes, it could be, but also, like, rivets probably would not be the best thing. I want it mainly as a decorative element. A little bit like a punk jacket, but, like, sort of halfway between a punk jacket, a battle jacket, or a, halfway between a battle jacket and not, basically. Because, like, they have spikes. For a very sensible reason of, like, the spikes actually, like, they're not, like, super sharp. But they, you know, if you were to knock into somebody in a mosh pit, you know, you know, the contact area on those spikes is small, and then they widen out, and it spreads that force over, you know, a larger surface area, and it's a good thing. And rivets would do that, just like, the rivets would do that. It just wouldn't be, quite as dramatic of a thing, I think. But also, I don't really want to go to a mosh pit. It's just not my kind of scene. But yeah. And okay, I'm really excited about... Okay, I want to make 3 jackets. All the same jacket, but just different, you know, materials, different colors. Well, ideally the same material, just different color material, you know. Duck cloth, a bit you know, a bit larger. Definitely. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just thinking about it. What else? The main jacket being, I want it to be hooded, right? And I want the sleeves and the hood to have like an alternate pattern, or a secondary material. So I want one that is brown, and I was thinking brown and tan, but I'm thinking brown, and I saw some material that was like a map. I was like, that'd be cool. It was more white with, you know, black text, markings, you know. And I think that's what I would want. That is what I would want. Yeah. Oh, I also want the, you know, I wasn't thinking about the, like, elastic material that's, you know, at the bottom of bomber jackets, and sometimes, usually the collar. I want the collar, and I also want the hood. I want there to be a double collar sort of situation going on. Which I don't think that would be super complicated. I don't think that would be super crazy. Maybe it would be, and I mean, push comes to shove, that's okay, but, you know. I don't know what color the elastic material should be. And I guess ideally it would probably be the same as the secondary thing. So in my case, I guess it would be like, you know, like white, maybe with some like markings or something on it, but then I want a jacket that's green and purple, because of course I do. And then I want a jacket that is black and white. Well, okay, black and white and black checkerboard. And again, with like decorative rivets. Yeah, I think 6 pockets. Or the 8 pocket thing. Maybe 6. Maybe it doesn't have... Maybe it doesn't have the interior pockets. I don't know. I think there's definitely a way to do interior pockets where, like, you just sew the interior ones at the same time. But, yeah. Or you sew them against the front pockets. Also, I'm not a huge into tailoring here. But, yeah. But it also comes down to, like, I had a bad experience with, like, I didn't break the sewing machine, but I, like, jammed it up in a way that I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just not gonna do this right now. Oh my god. Yeah, I'd really have liked to just... I should have stopped. I shouldn't have done this. Planet. I mean, like, it is definitely a thing to say that, yeah, they should have... Like, I don't know. Could they have done something where, like, hey... There are, like, different you'll find like different kinds of iron and different kinds of you'll find different kinds of iron and different kinds of and different planets. They'll have like slightly different qualities, and they'll like modify your weapons in some way, and that could be a cool thing. But like they didn't do that. You know, they didn't do that. Did they? Should they have done that? Maybe not. Star Citizen, like, well, okay. Honestly, I think what Star Citizen is gonna do, there'll be like, hey, you can use this metal to make a gun. And they might limit it in some way, like, if there's some, like, just flat-out, very unrealistic, like, you're not gonna make a gun out of copper, right? But maybe they'll allow that. And it'll just be terrible. But probably what they're gonna do, it's not just gonna be, oh, you make steel. It'll probably be, well, yes, you'll make steel, but there'll probably be a number of alloys that you can make that are going to have different properties. So, like, steel is like a basic sort of, like... Because also, well, I don't know, we'll have to see, but, like, the, they've mentioned a few, like, creatures having, like, special materials that are used in, you know, used to make certain alloys and things like that. And theoretically, there should be, you know, some things like that. I'd love to see some element of, like... I would be curious to see some sort of, like, equivalent of like phosphor bronze or something. That'd be cool. But yeah. My point is, it would have been nice, it would have been very nice if they made the uninhabited planets more interesting in some way. Maybe they have more interesting resources, maybe, you know, they're more built up because, like, they're in zero-G, and, you know, it's easier to move materials around. It takes less energy to move things around in lower gravity. I mean, not everything is lower gravity, right? Not every uninhabitable planet is lower gravity, but you know what I mean. They have more resources. They have, you know... I mean, more resources, I don't know. There's an abundance of resources no matter what, so it's kind of hard to go off that one, but yeah, I don't know. It's a shame that, like, this planet, like, it took a long time to survey everything, and it just doesn't really feel like it was that worth it, right? As somebody who surveyed a lot of things. I mean, I'm on the hunt for spice, and probably spice is just in lower level areas or something. I don't know. I'm sure. I'm 100% sure. Like in the first 100 episodes, I went to a planet with spice, but it's been a while. Till next time. Have a good day. Great day, even. Chowskis.